In the top stories, St. Kitts and Nevis hosts first national conference to address non-communicable diseases. 2 charged for illegal entry, and poverty alleviation program payments resume. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Get the kind of value you love that's unmatched at Courts now. We're unmatched in quality and prices. Buy any item and get up to 30% off the second item of same or equal value store-wide. When you shop with Ready Finance, you can get it now with no cash and pay over time. Now that's unmatched value. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply. Promotion runs February 28, 2023.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. The Ministry of Health in St. Kitts is taking concrete steps to further address the rising incidences of NCDs in the Federation, with the hosting of the first National Non-Communicable Diseases Conference taking place at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort from today, February 7th to 9th, 2023. During this event, participants will seek to review and discuss the status of the NCD situation in St. Kitts and Nevis and solicit commitments from the various stakeholders to reduce the impact of NCDs in the Federation. Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, delivered the featured remarks at the opening session of the conference. There, the Prime Minister described the NCDs as the greatest health challenge in St. Kitts and Nevis, as they contribute to over 80% of all illnesses and deaths in the Federation. He said, quote, non-communicable diseases, in particular diabetes and hypertension, are the leading cause of morbidity in the Federation. The NCDs are our biggest health challenge, and therefore we have decided to commence this calendar year by hosting this non-communicable diseases conference, end quote. According to the Prime Minister, the intention is to review the non-communicable diseases surveillance system, NCD policy and legislative initiatives, the NCD interventions, along with their successes, challenges and gaps. This conference therefore will provide the ideal forum for meaningful dialogue and participation. The first National Non-Communicable Diseases Conference is being held under the theme Reviewing the Progress on the Prevention, Control and Management of Non-Communicable Diseases in St. Kitts and Nevis. The police have charged 2 men for illegally entering the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. According to a police release on Monday, Danny Henry, a 45-year-old national of Dominica, and Brisson Desir, a 25-year-old national of Haiti, were charged for the offenses of illegal entry at a port that is not a formal port of entry and disembarking without the consent of an immigration officer. They remain in police custody. These charges follow the discovery of 15 migrants illegally entering Gallows Bay, Nevis last Friday. The 2 men left the boat and were walking towards Bath Village. Officers from the police force and the St. Kitts and Nevis Customs and Excise Department responded. The 2 men were found in Bath Village and were stopped and questioned. They arrived on a motor vessel that was anchored off the coast of the Gallows Bay area and made their way to shore. Officers accompanied the men to the vessel where they found 30 nationals of Haiti, 10 adults and 3 juveniles on board. Cash transfers under the Poverty Alleviation Program (PAP) resumed on Friday, February 3rd. This was revealed by Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew during a special interview with members of the media at the Koi Resort on Friday. The payments are being made to households in 2 categories in the first instance. Recipients of the first payment are households headed by seniors, that is, persons 60 years and older who identified as the main applicant during the registration donation period. The second is households headed by persons with disabilities. Future payments to additional categories of beneficiaries will be made later in the month of February. Priority will be given to households with minors. Ministers of government will donate blood and blood products on Friday when the Ministry of Health hosts a blood drive at the JNF General Hospital, according to information from government headquarters. Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, Prime Minister and Minister of Health, is quoted as saying, by giving blood, individuals have the opportunity to make a real difference in the life of others. We encourage everyone to consider becoming a regular blood donor and help us ensure a stable blood supply for our community. Friday's blood drive is part of a renewed approach and a campaign to encourage donors to donate regularly, as this will ensure that there is a steady supply in case of emergencies. The Ministry of Health has increased the opening hours of the blood bank at the Joseph N. France General Hospital from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. The public is also advised that after-hours donations can also be facilitated should the need arise. The Ministry of Health is also rolling out a nationwide large-scale blood donation campaign. The initiative will also set up a donation schedule for participating groups, where different groups, organizations or businesses or ministries would be targeted for blood donations over a 2-week period for each group. The groups would then be placed in a national drive annual register for the same group to be targeted annually at around the same time every year to ensure the continuation of the blood drives with minimal issues. Blood donors should be at least 17 years old and be in general good health. Some eligibility restrictions apply, so individuals are encouraged to contact the Ministry of Health for more information. After the break, Governor General salutes service of SKNDF personnel and new head of National Land Sales Agency appointed. Stay with us.
Here are your Hot Value about IGA specials running January 26th to February 8th. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Bigelow teas, $9.99. IGA and Essential Everyday Pancake Syrup, $9.99. Dole Juice Blends, $12.99. Shoppers Value Ice Cream, $35.99. Bird's Eye Corn on the Cob, $16.99. Downy Fabric Softener April Fresh, $25.49. And now, our very low weekly value deals. IG and Essential Everyday Pancake Mix, $9.99. IG and Essential Everyday Chunk Light Tuna, $3.49. Extra Liquid Detergent, $22.99. Crunch and Munch, $4.99. Arm & Hammer deodorant, $7.99. Boost Nutritional Drinks, $8.99. Shop smart, shop Valuemart.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or Black Cards can do.
Mimi, what's that song?
It can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
We embarked a couple of years ago on a transformation program, and that is essentially to push the company into the 21st century. We're seeking to continue to be relevant, continue to be the leader in the business community, because if you stand still, somebody else is moving ahead of you.
We now employ about 110 persons on Nevis across the group. Back then we probably had half of them.
TBC impacted people's lives. Have about a handful of people who will tell you, TBC is my life.
Supporting stakeholders, obviously very, very strong and committed staff, and customers who believe in us.
Well, the scholarship program, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best in St. Kitts.
Almost every year you get a student who says, one day I'm going to be Prime Minister.
I was interviewing for the Warren Tyson Scholarship Program. Eventually was told a few weeks later that I was a successful recipient. Those soft skills, I think, were tremendous and still serve me even up to today.
Welcome back. Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liber GCM GJP, Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, saluted the service of the St. Kitts and Nevis Defense Force and pledged to work closely with them and other security forces to enhance security measures in the Federation. While giving remarks at her installation service on Saturday, she pledged to have the force's best interest at heart.
To the colonel, officers, and rank and file of the St. Kitts and Nevis Defense Force, as your Commander-in-Chief, I wish to register my appreciation for your loyalty, professionalism, and hard work. It's an honor to see you here on parade. I can assure you that your commitment to service and to safety and security of our Federation, working collaboratively with the law enforcement agencies, will not be taken lightly or for granted. During my tenure, I will engage and interact with you and see to your best interests.
As part of the installation ceremony, Dame Liburd witnessed and saluted the First Guard of Honor, the Alpha Company, and the Coast Guard unit of the SKNDF. Her Excellency Dame Liburd said that she was thankful for her nomination and appointment to serve as Governor General and for making her King Charles III's representative in St. Christopher and Nevis. Kevin Jeffers has been recently appointed the head of the National Land Sales Agency, formerly known as the Privatization and Commercialization Unit. Mr. Jeffers has served in government for 23 years in various capacities within the Ministry of Agriculture and has extensive experience in land management. He obtained a bachelor's in marketing from Ashworth University and an executive diploma in farm administration from the United World College. As head of the National Land Sales Agency, Mr. Jeffers will be responsible for the distribution and approval of all lands for residential purposes. Mr. Jeffers stated that his first order of business will be rebranding the agency. He stated, quote, "My intent is to introduce 21st century technological advancements within the agency, such as the introduction of a web application process, establish a website for the agency, and implement strategic marketing platforms to create national awareness," end quote. The National Land Sales Agency is located on the 3rd floor of the E. St. John Payne Annex on the corner of Liverpool Row and Church Street. Farmers from the Gideon Force Organic Farm recently met with Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, Marine Resources and Cooperatives, Honorable Samuel Duggins. During the meeting, the farmers were given the opportunity to engage the minister on several topics, including organic farming, training and education, as well as cooperation between the Ministry of Agriculture and the group. In a social media post via Facebook last Wednesday, Minister Duggins described the meeting as productive, while also sharing that the members gifted him with a sample of their organic produce, which he looked forward to tasting. The minister then used the opportunity to encourage the public to visit the farm located in Old Road, St. Kitts. He said, quote, "I implore all to visit Gideon Farm for an unforgettable experience where organic and sustainable farming practices are perfectly combined with spirituality," end quote. The Ministry of Agriculture has announced the hosting of the Back to My Roots Agri Night Market to be held later this month. Registration is now open to all vendors, meat producers, fishers, agro-processors, and small business owners who would like to secure their spots for the upcoming event. This edition of the night market will be held in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Marine Resources and Cooperatives, as well as the Small Business Development Center on Thursday, 23rd February. Registration forms are now available at the Bastia Public Market, the Department of Agriculture Legreet, Department of Marine Resources, and the Ministry of Agriculture 3rd Floor Government Headquarters. Online registration can be done via the Small Business Development Center's Facebook page and any of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Marine Resources, and Cooperatives' social media platforms. Interested persons are asked to contact the Ministry of Agriculture at 467-1016 for further information. The deadline for registration is Monday, February 20th. Coming up in regional news, parents and teachers in Antigua and Barbuda